Hey Russell fam, in today's video we're going to talk about homeschooling subjects. Be back in just a second. Hi, my name is Becky and welcome to our Russell's Loving Life YouTube channel. Here on this channel we talk about homeschooling, homemaking, and everything in between. I am a homeschooling mom of two and I have been homeschooling since 2012. We also have a blog which is russellslovinglife.com. Make sure to check that out. There, I give you tips and tricks and things that I have learned through my years of homeschooling. We also have a store. I will leave a link down in the description box if you want to check that out. New products are added weekly. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing and clicking that little bell notification down at the bottom. That just lets you know every time we upload a new video. And if you are a returning Russell fam, we are so glad you are back. Okay, this is one of the questions I get asked a lot from new homeschooling parents as well as first-year homeschool parents. What subjects do I teach my child? Well, make sure to check your homeschool state laws because every state is different. Go to the Homeschool Legal Defense Association to check out your state laws. Make sure to do that yearly. But for me here in Mississippi, I am not required to teach certain courses until we get into high school. So I'm talking about elementary subjects. And we focus on core subjects, which are math, spelling, history, science, Bible, language arts, those type subjects when it comes to bookwork. But so many families also teach life skills. That's right. Life skills is a homeschool subject that you need to be teaching your children. That is so important. They need to know life skills. You need to teach boys and girls how to cook, boys and girls how to change tires. You need to teach your children how to wash their clothes, how to clean the house, how to cut the grass. They need to know all of these life skills. And here in our house, both of our children started washing their clothes at the age of 7. They do their own laundry, they sort it, they put it in the washer, they put it in the dryer. I have to remind them, but they do know how to do that. They know how to load the dishwasher, they know how to do their chores, but there's other things that they need to know. And we have taught them several different things, and I will leave videos all in the iCards for these. We have taught them botany through planting a garden. They're currently learning how to harvest the garden and how to store that food for the winter, so we have amazing summer food in the winter. We also taught them how to build a clubhouse, how to design it. My husband's an engineer. How to design it in the computer, as well as how to build it from the ground up. Yes, they learned how to do that. And they helped as much as they could. There were certain things they couldn't do. I mean, you know, I'm not going to turn my 11-year-old loose with a saw. Just not going to happen. Sorry, that's me. But as much as they could do, they did. But they were there for every single step and helped as much as they could. And we also have chickens. Crazy story. Make sure to look in the iCard on that one to see how we got chickens. But they are learning how to take care of the chickens, how to feed the chickens, how to be sanitary when they get done with the chickens so they don't get sick. Our chickens are not old enough yet to get eggs. They will be shortly, but they are learning how to clean the coop, take care of the chickens, all of those kind of things that they need to do for chickens. And as soon as our chickens start laying eggs, they will learn how to collect those eggs daily and how to clean them carefully. So, when it comes to homeschooling, you don't just have to teach books. You can teach your children so many other things that you find important. We are teaching our children about finance. Both of them have their own savings accounts and they put money in there. They know how to do deposit slips. They know how to sign their names on the back of checks when they get them. They know how to run down the check registers for their savings accounts. We also have a game that I will leave up here in the iCard as well. It's cash flow for kids, and it's talking about, assets and liabilities and things like that. So homeschooling doesn't have to be boring, and it doesn't have to be just out of a book, or it doesn't have to be just those core subjects. So many kids these days don't know how to do so many things that are life skills that are so important. And if you don't feel like your children need to know those, then that's up to you. You make those decisions about what goes on in your house. But here in our house, it is so important that our children learn life skills. They learn how to take care of themselves. You know, God forbid something happens that I'm not going to be around when they're older, that I didn't teach them something that I wish I had taught them, or they wish that I had taught them. So I'm trying to teach them as much life skills as I can while they're in elementary school. And there's nothing that they can't do. I mean, changing a tire, you know, my 7-year-old, I'm not going to teach her how to change a tire right now. But, you know, that's something she's going to need to know when she gets older, that I want her to know. I don't want her to have to depend on anyone to do something for her. I want her to be able to do it. I want my son to be able to cook his food and to wash his clothes and not depend on a wife or think that that's what she's supposed to do. And as most, all of us wives know, that's what we do. But, you know, here in my house, my husband does just as much as I do with the housework. He knows how to do it all, and I want my kids to know that as well. So, as in tons of my videos, like I say, what works for us here in my house may not work for you in your house, and that is okay. That's why we homeschool, is so we can teach our children what we want them to know. But I love to give tips to new homeschooling parents that it is okay to go outside of that box and teach your children things that you want them to know. You know, here we teach Bible because we're a Christian home, but there are secular homeschoolers, and that's okay too. You know, they teach their children what they think their children should know. So, and that's okay. Like I keep telling everybody, what works for us may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for us. But that doesn't mean that we can't come to an agreement or interact with each other as homeschoolers, because we all have that in common, that we want to teach our children and we want what is best for them. Update on the garden. Here are the purple hull peas. And I had to plant a couple times because we've had so much water. That's why some of the plants are bigger and some of the plants are smaller. But here are the peas. And let's get over here to the green beans. Here are the green beans. They are growing like crazy. I have picked a bunch of them. And the butter beans, they did not do hardly anything. Here's some of the butter beans. I planted them 4 times, but like I said, we've had so much rain here. Every time I would plant them, it's like they would just wash away. So we do have some butter beans, and we've got the green beans, and then the tomatoes. They are over here. They are doing good, full of tomatoes, a bunch of green ones. So there are the tomatoes. And here, for all of those of you that do not or have not been here for a while or do not know, here is the clubhouse I was talking about. This was the homeschool project that the kids had to do. That was our STEM project. They had to learn how to do it. And then here are the chickens. Let's get an update on them because they are getting huge. Don't pay attention to that blue tarp over there. That's just some extra wood that we have covered. Hey girls, y'all just got your snack of mealworms, didn't you? They are getting so big. Trying to get it to focus. Let's see. Oh, there you go. There's Cluckers. She's the only one that will come to me without freaking out. She was our first one that we got. The kids call her Colonel Cluckers. And then we have Alyssa and Gobbles. Not sure which is which, because they all look the same. The only way I can tell which one is Cluckers is because she will come to me and not freak out when I put my hand out, because you see, she comes to me that way. So there is the update. Hey girl, hey. There's the update on our chickens, gardens, and a look at the clubhouse. So I hope this video has been helpful. I know it's been short, but I just wanted to point out that when you're homeschooling and what subjects you should teach, life schooling is a must. You pick what that life schooling is, but make sure you do it. As always, remember to be kind, be careful, be considerate, and have a great day. Bye.